second. It takes a little longer to start YouTube than it does Twitch. It's not a bad thing, though. I really wish it would get rid of this stupid, like, welcome to live chat, remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines, learn more. I hate that stupid little thing's down there at the bottom of it. But if there's a way to get rid of it, I don't know. Like Twitch, you can just X out when stuff like that pops up. Because it always does it the first time you're in the first time you stream. Ugh. Where's it at? So yeah, if you look in promotions, that should be me live. I played New Vegas earlier and I just didn't really feel like streaming. I didn't feel like being social at that point. I just wanted something to relax. But afterwards, I kind of wish I had, because I was looking for I finally got power. The ability to use power armor, and the only one I had was the Brotherhood of Steel one, which faction armor in that game makes other factions that don't like them attack you, even if you're on their side. So you gotta be really careful of faction armor. So, well, I need a T-51B power armor that's not a faction. So I looked up where they are, and there's a like a non-marked half-secret location off the edge of the very edge of the map across the Colorado River, called the it's not Deathclaw Plateau, but it's something like that. Deathclaw Promontory. And if you've never played the game, Deathclaws are what their name sounds like. They're the most deadly enemy in the game. And depending on your level, it spawns like 20 to 30 of them in this little area with all these hills. And they're a bitch to kill. But after you just had to get through like the initial like sneak and storm the beachhead, like kill the first two, and then you kind of sneak around and look for groups of them. So I spent like the next 35 minutes just like taking the anti-material rifle, the Barrett 50 cal, and just head sniping Deathclaws from like a mile away. It was so fun.
See, I don't play Fallout, so that's all gibberish to me.
Oh, it's so fun. So, okay, Deathclaws are imagine fighting fighting 30 Dick Knights at the same time in a third part in an FPS in a first person shooter.
Okay.
That's what Deathclaws are like.
This must be a bug. This edit transform is not positioning correctly. That's
weird. I gotta tell Galby's that because he'd appreciate it, but that was so fun. Anyway, the most powerful sniper rifle in the game is a Barrett 50. They call it anti-material rifle, which is, what a Barrett is. That's what a Barrett's referred to as, and it's a Barrett. So you get Barrett. There's a Barrett 50 cal.
Relaunching Streamlabs.
Thankfully, I've got most of my stuff to where I almost never have to change I never have to mess with the capture. Like, or, they're almost all the same unless Streamlabs screws with something. I never have to resize anything. Other than when I tried Dead Space, but that whole experience was weird. It had to just been because I had to I let it go with regular graphics and didn't I'm gonna screenshot that. I like that. Yep. 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 Yep.
Christ's sake.
Is it still not doing it?
I'm moving. It's like the position thing. Did they change this? Oh, this is I mean,
if they've changed something I haven't noticed, Are you trying to toggle the...
No, I'm trying to position something, and the positioning of it is not behaving the correct way. Like, I'm trying to say position at this exact pixel, and it's not fucking doing it.
So, like, when you're typing it in the transform option, like...
So you do edit transform. For example, I type 960 and then 0, but for some reason, instead of staying at 960, it goes to 959 and then -1, or some other dumb bullshit.
I didn't know it could do negative numbers.
Well, yeah, that's how you position stuff off the canvas.
No, I've never done that before. I really didn't know it could do negative.
Okay. All right. That should all be good. I'm getting ready to hit the go button.
All right, I'm ready whenever you are. I don't have to get up and get anything. I got drink and everything here. Made sure I was ready before I sat down. Just waiting to hit enter on the link.
Just push the button.
Leave. Viva! What was it in French? Oh, vivre is to live. La vie? Yeah. Okay, Spanish would be nosotros. I don't remember how to say we in French, or would do it. It'd be like just whatever the verb is for it. The infinitive is for it. It'd just be la vie, but whatever. Nous? N-O-U-S? Nous la vie? Fuck it, I'm gonna look it up now. Ah, the weird digressions our brains go on. Oh, nous sommes en direct. That's interesting. I would not have expected that. I was right about we, though. That's literally translated to we people are own or something like that. That's a weird literal translation. Oh, okay, let's get this thing up and pop. What the hell are you doing, computer? Oop. Turn the volume down. I forgot I had Twitch on, and I actually had the volume up. I usually have the volume up completely off on this computer. So let's pop out chat, and I will be kind of sex. Oh, perfect. It popped right over you, so I don't have to see anything.
Well, let's get rolling.
I am good whenever you are, man. We got a different set of bosses here than we normally do. There's no Dick Knight for once, no Bahamut, no Wyvern. Couple gimme bosses.
Hey everybody, welcome to Saturday Night Let's Racing Time. If you are here showing up to expect some Soten randomizer, well, we've pushed that off a little bit because Galbees couldn't make it tonight. Never fear though, it shall return at some point. I'm your host, Kefka Floyd. This stream is brought to you by the delishingly refreshes taste of Worcester's Own Polar Seltzer. We've got orange vanilla tonight, real tasty stuff. I also have a glass of my Five Farms Irish cream liqueur. Still working through that bottle. Need to work through it so I can replace it with some Cool Swan. Or one of the other... I think I should, instead of getting the stuff I know, I should be getting... oh, I saw a really cool one. Not the other day, but maybe last week. Oh, I can't remember what it was now. That's going to bother me. Should have took... Usually I take pictures so I can post them in chat and show Bob and make him jealous, but... Speaking of which... Joining me on the right-hand side of the screen, he's the man that Molly Hatchet says shouldn't kill Zeromus too fast, or what? I don't know. He's the whiskey man, Mr. Bob the Elder.
Thank you, Dan. I'm indeed your favorite whiskey-drinking southern friend, Bob the Elder, the one with the charming accent. I got Chunksy the dog here in her normal spot. I got some unsweet tea. And that's all I'm going to do for tonight. Still on the hiatus. I looked for... I had to briefly run to Walmart earlier. And I did get some jelly beans, Dan. They finally had some. I got two of the sweet tart jelly beans because you want to put them all in one big bowl, and then that way you can pick out eat them one at a time. Because I eat them by color.
To buy more just to put away from storage.
Yeah, well, that's what I bought those for. It's like they're up in the cabinet where I can't see them, and they're gonna be there for at least a month because I'm gonna stick with this. I'm trying to cut down body fat percentage, so I'm doing this very strict diet right now, and I'm not gonna break it for that. I'm gonna do that for at least a month, and then I'll be able to reward myself, and maybe start sneaking a little bit. What I'm doing, I don't want to do long term. I want to do it for a little bit, kind of on and off. Maybe start doing it like a couple months out of the year, and then eating a little, then like slacking up a little bit, then doing that again for another couple months, something like that. It could be trying to find some kind of balance with it anyway. Oh, by the way, I should point out, you said the thing about the Irish cream that I've never heard of, that you recommended, and then you said something about a swan, and then whatever you said after that, my brain just stopped because all I could think was, "Stop looking at me, swan." Oh, but anyway,
Cool Swan. That is it's a brand from Ireland, Irish cream liqueur.
So that's cool. I've never heard of it. I'll have to look out for that one too. Five Farms and yeah.
Five Farms has more of a licorice taste. Cool Swan is more of it has like a coffee vanilla taste to it.
Ooh, that'd probably be good for like an Irish coffee or a.
I just drink that stuff straight up. I don't mix it with anything.
It'd be really good for an Irish coffee, or there's a kind of a take on an old fashioned that you can do with coffee liqueur that's really good. I actually have this homemade coffee liqueur that my bartender buddy makes, and oh my god, it's so good. Like you could literally just drink it by itself.
See, you put Bailey's in coffee. This stuff you drink straight up.
Nah, Bailey's is kind of basic. Bailey's works for what it is, but it's kind of basic bitch. It's a little sweet for me.
Saying is,
yeah.
That's why you put Bailey's in coffee, whereas this stuff is better. It's like you don't spend $30 a bottle on this stuff to pour it into coffee.
Man, I'm a bartender. I spend a lot more than that to pour into stuff. My most expensive liqueur I've got is like $70, and it's just for a paper plane.
Anyway, let's get rolling, shall we?
Yep, I'm good whenever you are.
All right, let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, go.
I haven't done this in a while. I was gonna hit. I keep playing a regular Nintendo, so I was about to start.
Should be using my Super Nintendo controller, but I've been playing Octopath Traveler 2.
How was that, by
We
the
got a
way?
good tune. Oh, it's wicked good.
Oh, this is a joke start. All right, Dan. How in Massachusetts of you there? Wow, and a magma key start? I don't like that because well, there's well, we know where Bahamut is now, but we don't have to fight Bahamut, so. Wicked smart. I may do a bit of experimenting with this party then. Go ahead and save. Might have to do this sooner or later anyway, so let's go ahead and do it. Apple Sylph alarm. I never remember what alarm does, but I don't think it does. I don't think it helps me any.
For our flag set.
Yeah. Well, so far this is looking like it's going to be Eddie and the mages.
Did you play Octopath Traveler 1?
I have not. No, I'm really interested in it. I just keep not buy.
Well,
I'm going to buy it on the. I'm going to buy it one of these days. It never drops below like $30, and I keep trying to find it for less than that.
The game was really good at 60. I'd buy it for 30.
Yeah, I probably should. I
would say you can definitely play Octopath Traveler 2 without playing the first one.
Mm-hmm.
They're not connected, at least as far as I can tell. So it's like saying you can play Final Fantasy 3 instead of playing Final Fantasy 2.
Yeah, right. That's a good analogy. It's like a Final Fantasy game. Okay.
Like playing it in 4K on my PC is like it's gorgeous.
Oh, I bet. My only downside is I don't have a second 4K monitor, so I can't do natural resolution at it. I have to keep everything at 1080p for the two monitors to work together. Though the TV is a 4K, so I could totally do it if I wanted to. Change storm. Yeah, it's definitely on my list of things that I very much want to get, and then like 30's on the high end of what I pay on Steam sales. Like I'll usually like do like one like $30 game, and it ends up not. I keep ending up doing something else instead of it. Like I should have bought it like last time. I just almost did. Oh yeah, this has like God's Own Magic. This spot has like God's Own Magic defense, doesn't it? Weirdly speaking. Alright, a lot of Siegfrieding there. Ended up being a waste of time, but hard to know that at the start. Alright. Gotta get it back on Edgeworth right there. I think that's what I'm calling him, Edgeworth. Edgeworth is pretty good, but he's Edward, but he goes by Edge, so Edgeworth kind of does it, but I like Edgeworth. That's a good question.
So you don't object to Edgeworth.
Miles Edgeworth. Oh yeah, that one doesn't help, but it is better. It is better, much better defense. Glass, samurai, black belt, leather. Okay, none of that immediately. Boo 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 doo doo doo. I need to experiment with messing with this routing sometimes, especially with a party like this. But I am doing a slightly abbreviated one of what I normally would do. But only slightly. I could. Summer drops. That was the only thing worth remembering right there. Move. Okay, don't have to worry about that. I just feel like sometimes a little bit of information can save you a lot of stuff down the road. Like it might seem like a wasted, you know, because it is a waste of like a full minute to do what I'm doing. But I gain a lot of information by doing this. And like, I think in the end it pays dividends.
Sure.
I could be wrong on that, but until I'm proven otherwise. Ooh, that was worth doing. So, like, when I talk about the diet thing, like, I'm at a point where losing weight isn't the problem. Like, I'm at the point I can't really lose.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm at the borderline of my healthy weight. Like, anything under this, like, I just can't do it. Like, I can get under this. I've been, you know, I'm like 197 right now. I'd like to be back around 189, but like as far as physical weight, if I start losing much under 189, I have to lose muscle mass. Like there's no more like weight to lose. So, as I've done it before, I got down to 179 years ago, but I was literally exercising. I couldn't do physical exercise. I could only run. I could only do things like running that don't build muscle. And, I was literally starving myself just to try to stay at that, you know, because it's about impossible for me. But where I'm at now, I can maintain it, but I think I can use diet, and like what I'd like to do is just, you know, lose like body fat, you know, like, you know, firm up, that kind of thing. And then like the weight's not the big deal. So I'm just doing like keto stuff, you know, eating. I'm trying to eat like, mostly doing carnivore diet, but I need to introduce some other stuff, and so I asked a guy at work that does does a lot of nutrition stuff. Like he does like the Biggest Loser thing at work every year for people. Like he's very knowledgeable about that kind of thing. And he's like, well, the calorie deficit, exercise, and then like, you know, you just need to make sure you're eating lean stuff, because you can eat, you know, you can eat nothing but meat, but if you're eating like really, really fatty meats like sausages and stuff, you're not, you know, you're defeating the purpose, because you're not actually, you know, you're putting in new fat and you're not burning off the old fat. And carbohydrates are even worse for you, but that's a whole nother ballgame. Man, it sometimes having an edge start almost feels like cheating, but it depends on the edge starts. Remember, we had that one a while back that was really tough.
Yeah, because the game could be tricking you.
You can make, I mean, like, you make progress really early and then can't do jack shit after that. But one thing I was asking about is, like, you can eat, like, and I was looking at them, like, just what, like, nuts and, like, peanuts and stuff. Like, they really don't have a lot of carbohydrates. So,
no,
like,
but they are very calorie dense.
They are. That's the only.
Yeah, they're calorie dense, but they're, you know, they're not carbohydrates. So, like, if you're looking to put on muscle, you know, nuts are always a good thing. But you know, that's.
But they also, like, mixed nut. Like, if you do mixed nuts, they can be really good, because you just eat like small amounts of them, and then like just that's supplementing the stuff I'm not getting from the other part of the diet. You know, like from the super high protein thing. And that's another reason you can't do, like, you know, the straight keto like that for a very long time, because it ends up like you're not getting enough of everything that you need. So it's,
yeah, I've basically just been on like maintenance for a while. Like I've still been doing my routine. I've been eating things right, I think. You know, I just haven't I allow myself to go off the wagon once in a while, which is fine. Overall, though, I don't really have... I mean, realistically, to lose the last, like, I think 10 pounds of fat would just be extraordinarily difficult.
That's kind
of... I just choose not to do it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, but I'm not happy with the way certain things look. So, like, I'm working on kind of getting that down.
Have you gotten to Hobbs yet?
Yeah, I'm doing Hobbs right now. This is my favorite. I know this isn't your favorite Rosa palette. This is my favorite Rosa palette.
I really like this Rosa palette.
This one is my favorite Rosa palette. I believe this is Botan, but from Yu Yu Hakusho, which is kind of apropos to the stuff we were talking about in Discord earlier. Because if it's not, she looks dead out like Botan. Oh, I forget. Yeah, no key item to be had there. I mean, this is a damn good party. Like, I'm pretty happy with this.
Good start.
Yeah. We got us a good white mage. I mean, we don't have exit, but I mean, we don't really need it at the moment. And I'm sure, you check Baron in, right?
Yes.
So, we have a mop available, and that's always game in easy, life in easy mode. But I exercise every day, too. I haven't done it today. I actually need to do that I don't like doing it this late, but I need to do it when we quit.
What I like to do is I try to do something every weekday. And then lately I've been taking the weekend as rest, although today I did a lot of snow shoveling. So that was a day off today.
As I'll say, that's a pretty good workout in and of itself right there. So,
yeah. So I mean, I did some shoveling during the week as well because we had some snow early in the week. So I count that, like, if I have to shovel snow, I count that as a workout.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that. I mean, that's a pretty, to me, that's a pretty solid workout. So, but I do what I mainly do is I mainly work on abs. So I do these ab exercises every day, and I'm doing like, I can't
get ring fit, man.
I do like 45 of these one leg, like these extension crunches that work really well, and then I do these V-ups, and like it knocks the shit out of me to do them, but they're really good. And now I'm getting to where I've done it enough. I'm getting to where they're pretty easy to do. So eventually I'll have to add another exercise or start upping reps, one of the two. I have got to do myself a big favor and remember that Edge has flame instead of just attacking with him. This is a bit of a do you even rando bro here. Actually, it's completely do you even rando bro, I guess. You don't actually get a key item from... In vanilla, though, you don't actually get a key item from Fabul. He just gives you the darkness sword, doesn't he?
Correct. Well, I mean, it is the black sword.
Oh, the black sword.
Or the Deathbringer.
Yeah, the black sword is the most powerful one, yeah. Which I still maintain in the early game, at least right here. With that one, if you have a Dick Knight and you can find the black sword, it actually comes in pretty handy. You can do a decent amount of damage. It's the only thing, but if you don't have it, you can't do shit. Edward is saving the day. Point of fact, Speak, you made the Phoenix Wright analogy. I think the one I quit on when I stopped playing the first game or whatever, I need to go back to it. I liked it a lot. It was a nice little like relax and chill before you go to bed game. When I quit playing it, I was on the one where Edgeworth is accused of murder and like he doesn't want you to help him, but you keep doing it anyway.
Yeah, for me, I just I haven't actually played a Phoenix Wright game in a very long time. I've just I just watch people. I just watch LPs.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I will take that, sir, good sir. That is a very good gift. That is about close to the best. That might be the best thing I could ask for to not be a key item. Yeah, the gameplay gets a little frustrating. Like I really liked them, but it's got a little bit of that kind of old school mentality where to trigger some of the events, you literally just have to go back through all the screens that you have available to go, and then something will be different, or somebody will pop up and talk to you. You know, and that was a hallmark of older game, you know, of like older gen games. But I'm like, you have to do something to trigger event A, you know, for this to go on, and those started kind of getting a little frustrating to me.
Yeah, that's always the problem with a Phoenix Wright game, is like when you figure out the solution, but you don't know the right steps to get from A to B.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. And then you run into things like, apparently, I looked into it, and apparently, like, I mean, it's a little caricatured, but the that is not a terrible representation of the Japanese legal system, and if so,
the game is very much a satire of the actual actual Japanese legal system.
Yeah, because apparently it's like the Japanese the best way I know to put it, the Japanese legal system is the Cardassian legal system. When you go to,
that's actually a very good way of putting it.
Yeah, when you go to try, if it goes to trial, which they've already negotiated a plea deal, but they do the trial to confirm the verdict. You know, it's not about like the conviction rate. The conviction rate in the Japanese system is literally like 90%. Like, it's absurd how high it is. But it's because like they negotiate everything out of trial, so it's Cardassian. It's all show trials. That's just what it is.
Let's do more damage.
Do more damage.
Do more damage. Do more.
I don't think I won't. We'll do that. That'll get me a little bit. Oh. Where did I get it? I don't remember getting that. Interesting. Let's do a bit of inventory management. All right.
Okay, so I heard you talking Fable earlier.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it strange that if you get the Fabule Gauntlet at Fabule, it doesn't actually give you the legitimate Fabule Gauntlet?
Yeah, I was noticing that. It was different enemies. I found that strange. That's better, but not that much better, and neither of them have anything worth shit, so we'll put that diamond on Rosa. I don't remember getting that diamond ring. I must have opened it. Diamond bracelet, whatever the hell it is. I must have opened it at a different time. Yeah, that is... I mean, the way the gauntlet's supposed to work is enemies off the area that you're at, but I guess maybe the actual Fabule Gauntlet is... Okay, it's not actually enemies you encounter in the overworld in that area, right? Isn't that what...
Yeah, it is.
Huh?
Yes, it is.
But those weren't enemy... Those were different...
Well, are you talking about the Vanilla Gauntlet?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Vanilla Gauntlet.
Well, with Vanilla Gauntlet,
I think...
supposed to be... Here, hang on, so let me see real quick. Vanilla Gauntlet is a set of monsters that some of them do show up on the overworld, but some of them show up elsewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're random. They're not random, but they're monsters from different areas. They're not all When you do Gauntlet in this, it's literally monsters from the zone that you're in, and the Fabule Gauntlet's not that way. It's out of zone. That's a better way to put it. It's some of the monsters are out of zone. Oh, I forgot to post the link in the Discord. Crap. in the Free Enterprise Discord.
I'm gonna be in a cutscene in a minute if you want to do it.
Yeah, I think I'm about to be in one too. So here, yeah, I'll cast Fire 2 on this, and this should buy me enough time to do it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, that got it. Okay, emo tracker. Yeah, I was gonna say that should be dead. That was actually fortuitous because that was a bit of a cutscene boss.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, really? Guess we'll see if tents cure poison or not. Poisson. They do cure poison. Yeah, that was the right one. What the hell does that do? Okay. Actually, I don't know what that does. Yeah, I've got it. Oh, shit. That's fine. There's nothing to do about that. I'm not sure what to do to... Shit. Well, do the other guy. Okay, I needed that. Got him. Oh, that was skin of my teeth. So that begs the question: have you been to Ordwal's yet?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll wait. Tell me when you get there, and I'll ask my question.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil anything yet. Alright, let's see. Change back. I don't remember what I was saying before that. I had to concentrate on beating that boss because I did it by the skin of my teeth. That one, if that one is just a race for damage. Oh, that's an interesting item to get. This is, well, he probably won't get the chance to use it. This would be nice where this would be a boss to nice to have blitz. Yeah, 2 attacks and it's done. Cagnazo. Oh yeah, I didn't do joke names this time. I gotten so used to doing joke names. But I did not get as set on it this time. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, I want that.
Oh, off by 1.
Get off your lawn, is that what you're saying?
I said off by 1.
Oh, I thought you were telling the monster to get off your lawn. Get off my lawn.
Off by 1.
That is one of the better movies I've ever watched, though, just in terms of the how well the character development, and then, you know, and like how well rounded all the characters are, and how Clint Eastwood's character changes through the course of the movie. Which
we're gonna go see Ant-Man tomorrow night.
Are you? I don't think I have any movies that are out right now that I really care about seeing. I do want to
Creed 3.
I don't really care about Creed 3. I think we've had this discussion. Like, I'm sure the formula will work and it'll be all right, but Michael B. Jordan's not enough to carry the movie for me by himself. Like, I'm not an overly large fan of the guy. Like, I kind of thought he was the worst part of the first 2 Creed movies. Like, I watched the second Creed because I wanted to see Rocky and Drago and, you know, interact with each other. And I thought it was great because you got to see, you know, they spent so much of the movie on Drago, and I thought that's what really sold the movie. That actually, so believe it or not, Creed 2, and I always cite this as like, that was a movie that actually, I couldn't keep, you know, like, look, I can keep suspension of disbelief in Rocky movies all day long. Like, I love Rocky movies. You know, like, it's one of my favorite movie series of all time. I don't care. I know they're goofy. I know all that. Doesn't bother me. Yep. I can keep the suspension of disbelief the whole time. That movie I couldn't. Only because, like, the guy that played Drago's son was such a monster compared to, like, Michael B. Jordan. I couldn't buy it. Like, he would have broke Michael B. Jordan in half, because that was, Michael B. Jordan's did not look like a heavyweight boxer. Like, he was fighting at, like, cruiserweight or light heavy, and fighting a guy like that, it don't matter how good your boxer are, he would have, you know, a boxer you are, he would have broke him in half. Like, there's no way he could have took that kind of damage, and like, I couldn't. I don't know. It broke me. I couldn't do it. I'm like, I want to believe that this is believable, but I can't do it. And I'm like, you should have that problem in Rocky 4, but somehow it works. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can't. That was hard. That was the only one that got me. I could deal with every other movie they did. That one just kind of broke my suspense. And I'm sure Creed 3 is going to be fine. When I say what I said on it, Dan, that's literally my opinion on it. Like, I think the movie itself will be fine and probably be enjoyable. I just don't, like I said, I just don't think Michael B. Jordan's enough to hold my interest. At least not as a theater movie. Oh, didn't the first episode of Mandalorian come out, the new one?
Yes, it did.
Did you watch it? What'd you think?
Yes, it did. It's a good start for coming back. I mean, I don't want to spoil it. I think it's a getting things reoriented type, season premiere. It's like, oh, what if you didn't watch Boba Fett, here's a few things you need to be caught up on. And I think they had a few good they had a few good things. So overall, good to have it back. I enjoyed it.
That's all you can really ask. Oh, I will say something cool because I know you really like it. Something cool I learned about Andor. One of the reasons why it stands out. One of the reasons why it stands out so much, is being like with its production value and all that, is that unlike every other Disney Star Wars IP with it, like every set you see on it, they hand built all of those they built like entire sets like to crazy detail. Like they spent an insane amount of effort on it. And so that's why everywhere you go and it looks so alive. Instead of just like, generic desert backdrop like you get in a lot of stuff. It's not just Disney, but probably not going to keep that character, but that's a cool palette. Huh. I never noticed that. The music in that particular cutscene right there actually gets almost completely reused in Final Fantasy VI. Like there's the same track in Final Fantasy VI that's just a little different. I guess so. It's
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's almost, I never noticed that.
It also shows up in Final Fantasy VII too.
Does it?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to listen for that now. Now
right,
that's
so I just got through Ordeals.
Okay.
And
so I had a devil of a time with the Wyvern. That's what got me, because you have to out damage him because he starts spamming nuke on you if you survive his attack.
Him 2 hits.
What? Damn, you're a lot stronger than I am then. It took like 10 hits with Edge for me. I don't know what you got that I don't.
Swords.
I've got a Murasame.
I also did Baron in before going there.
Oh, see, yeah.
Of course, I did that before you even said anything, because I'm like, well, I've got Edge and I've got 3 other characters. The second boss is only 4,000 HP or whatever. So,
yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, you route the same I do, so I was pretty certain that you would have already checked Baron in.
things up a little bit this time.
Okay.
Because I started with Edge. It's like, well, Edge is powerful. And between having Palom and Rosa, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't have the mop. That was the difference. So I beat him by the skin of my teeth. But what occurred to me in the middle of it, oh shit. Fusoya's already got Quake. I didn't realize that.
That's why I did it.
That's how you did it. Yeah. Yeah. That explains it.
I mean, my Edge is doing 1,200 damage a hit.
You got a different sword then, because mine's only doing about 800.
And a ninja.
See, I don't have a ninja. I haven't found one.
Gotta check those chocobo for us, man.
I've checked all but one. I can't go check it now, so that like I can't metagame. So it's like the only reason I did it before is because it was an adamant right at the start of a game, and I'm like, or no, an Excalibur or whatever, and I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm not gonna metagame on that. I will metagame that. Might help if I tick off the rest of my characters. That one was. No. Wasn't anything in here I wanted, and I don't have money yet, so it wouldn't have mattered. But, oh, my question was, well, A, I don't know what Tornado does. That was when, like, when he casts that, I don't know what that attack does.
I forgot
that was
what
a new
Tornado
one.
does.
Yeah.
I think it... Normally, that's only supposed to be a single character attack.
Is it? Anything here I want to sell? No, just... Yeah, fuck it. Let's sell that. Yeah, that makes a big difference. I mean, I would, but I can't afford it. It's good shit to buy in a lot of these shops if I get money later on in the game.
Just no gil to buy it with.
Nothing I'm really willing to part with just yet. Ah, shit. Held up too long. Oh yeah, I mentioned the character development thing. That brings me up to something I was planning on bringing up tonight, because like, so I've watched more of Silicon Valley. I'm getting closer to the end of it, like, but I'm at like season 5, episode 3, I think, out of 6 seasons. And to be frank with you, like, I'm largely having to force myself through certain parts of it now. Like, I want to like it more than I do, but like, I'm getting frustrated with some of the stuff. Like, I mean, they're finally at a point where they're making a little bit of money, but I'm like, my problem I'm running into is that, and I don't think they intend to do it, but the characters are kind of being really flat. Like, there's not a lot of character growth like that you think there is, and then they go and make the same mistake over again, over and over and over and over. And you're like, well, I thought you had kind of learned from this at this point. Like Richard should be at this point, like, through everything's done, should be much better at being a CEO than he is. Like, he's having problems that he had in the second season that he shouldn't still be having, you know, like, with the confidence he's built and everything that he's been through. And that's a large part of it, is like, he just, you want to root for the guy, but he's just a shitty CEO. Like, and keeps not showing any signs of getting better. Like, he's, they've iterated the product, and I guess there's a bit of reality in that, but like, you know, like how much they've iterated the product over and over again. But I'm like, you can only keep doing this so many times. Like, eventually you're gonna have to, like, to get the audience to accept it, you're gonna have.
I felt the same way about season 5, but
yeah,
I think season 6, because they know it's going to be, they know it's going to be bad, so they.
And I think, for a lot of reasons, like, look, I hate that TJ Miller, like, kind of lost his mind or whatever that he did, you know, but at the same point, his character, to me, had worn completely thin, because by the end of season 4, like, I just didn't want to see him on the screen anymore.
Yep.
Like, I'm just so tired of him.
TJ Miller.
Yeah, that's funny that it does that, but yeah, again, you'd think that would be the prime one to have some character development on, but no. Sadly, you would be mistaken. I just, like, I want it to be. There's things that are really good in it, and like, I can see where there's a lot of reality to it. You know, like just the way Silicon Valley actually works. You know, the tech, being in the tech industry, just in general. Yeah, I get it. There's a lot of reality there. and it's Mike Judge, so it's still, it's good quality the whole way through. But I'm frustrated with it, like, pretty badly. And so, like, I'm going to finish it, but I'm like having to force myself to finish it because there's like 2 episodes will be great, and then there'll be this episode that Richard does something stupid, like he goes and be's a complete dick for no reason to another character, and I'm like, I'm getting really tired of this, over and over again.
Nope, I feel you.
That's a decision. It's a lot of mages and a lot of. That's a weird decision to me to do, but I think it's the right decision. And I mean, I look, if I don't mind it, but like I don't mind this, but like the characters get bailed out a lot. Like
yes,
they do something really, they do really stupid things, and like instead of having like a character building moment where they learn and then like there's a lot of stuff you could do in a more serious drama with it, but no, something convenient just happens and they're done. There's a lot of conveniences in it, like for instance, the end of season 5 there where they think they've lost all the data. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And Guilfoyle being a dickhead because that's Guilfoyle, he just so happened to hack that smart fridge, and the smart fridge just miraculously saved their asses, which is kind of funny, I admit, but like that by itself wouldn't be as bad, but that happens like every other episode now. Like they do something like catastrophically dumb, and then it's just ugh. Like I sound like I don't like the show, and I do, and I'm just like I think it's just that I'm invested in wanting it to be better than it has been so far. And I'm like I said, I'm not going to quit till it until it's all the way done. I'm gonna get through season 6, so I'm sure I'll like season 6 better.
Yeah, season 6 definitely is an improvement because they know they're at the end of the road and stuff starts to stick.
Because the first 2 seasons are a little rough, or they're a little rough at times, and then like the second one's better than the first. It's the first one. The first half's what's rough. The second half's really not bad, and then the that's where it kind of really starts to get interesting. And then like the second season does pretty good. To me, the third season's where it really hits its stride. Like I really enjoyed the third season. Like that's the one I went through the fastest. Like I just tore through it. And then like partway through season 4, that's when characters started kind of regressing a little bit and making the same one, and that's where I run into parts where I started having to force myself through it. But I checked the forest that I ended up. I checked the Chocobo forest only because I was flying past it, and that's the one. And I found the one with the ninja sword. That is not one I would normally have thought to check. So yeah, you routed a lot differently than me. Like I only did it.
That's the one I always check when I go to Troya.
Well, see, I just now went to Troya, so there is that, full disclosure. That is the big difference. Like the big difference about routing is you always do Troya early, and I always do it last on the overworld. Well, last behind Eblin. Hey, I'll take that. Ah. I'd rather that have been something else, but I will take that. That is a big improvement on what I had. I think Ninja's Ashura, isn't it? The Ashura sword in the Japanese translations.
I think so.
Though that might actually be a Sora. I've always said both Ashura, but I think Ashura in Hindi is with an H, if I'm not mistaken. Ashura is the consort of Vishnu, if I remember right.
I don't know that.
I think she's the consort of Vishnu.
Huh.
Shiva is Lakshmi, and then and Kali, which is a little confusing. Like Lakshmi dies and becomes like the goddess of death, which is Kali. There's Parvati that's in there somewhere or another. Oh, you don't have anything on your head. Okay, yeah, you can have that. I've forgotten a lot of it. I actually used to know a fair amount of it. Like, I like world religion as a whole. Like, it's one of the many things I'm fascinated by. But like, so like, I learned a lot of like world mythology and other things too.
I will say that like Hinduism is like a very much a blind spot for me.
I can't say I know a lot about it, but I know more than probably just your average guy on the street with it. Average non-Hindi person in the street, I guess I should say. It's actually the second oldest extant religion in the world behind Judeo-Christianity. Zoroastrianism is a dead religion. It's not practiced anymore. But it's the third. I think it predates Hinduism. Judeo-Christianity is the oldest that we know, that we're aware of, that still exists. Also, I played a literal fuck ton of Persona, and you're gonna, if you look up anything at all or read any of the bios about all the Personas and Persona games, you're gonna learn a lot of that, because the Japanese are obsessed with world religion. Like the most powerful his name's not called that. His name's called something different, but the most powerful so Persona 4 is very Japanese. So it uses the Japanese one. The most powerful persona in it is Susanoo. And the key figures are Izanagi and Izanami. But the most powerful persona in Persona 3 is literally Jesus. So it's Messiah is what they call it, but he's a guy crucified on a cross. So, it's literally Jesus. Ah, Jesus. I like him very much, but he no help hit curveball. You saying Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? Bats for bats. Keep bats warm. Thank you very much. Okay. And then I have one more thing. Here. Okay. Okay, that's convenient. Oh, there is a thing I forgot. Right. Maybe I'll just... Who did I just find? I hate it when I forget to mark a boss, because then I can't remember who it was that I fought.
Check your tracker. Was it
I forgot to mark it on the tracker. That was the problem. I'm looking at them in between it. I can't stop where I'm going right now.
Ooh, well, that would do that. Ooh, that hurt. Reset.
Right. Oh, good, she has it. Come on, Rosa. Cast it, please. Damn.
Whoops.
God, the mop is really saving the day right now. Ow. Gloves. Ugh. Sometimes this will actually hit these. No, not that time. Depending on how they roll. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it just to be on the safe side. There we go. We just had to kind of derp our way through that one for a little bit. Maybe I did mark the boss I fought and I just forgot about it. Oh, wow. Okay, that was interesting. Bum, 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 bum. I'm literally looking at this, trying to remember if there's anybody on here else that I fought that I haven't marked, but I think I've got them all marked. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just for literal completionist's sake, but you know how it is.
Yeah.
Little chunksy girl, you were killing me. That's actually better than what he had equipped. Yeah. Did you know Edge can't equip the diamond gloves?
I mean, they are gauntlets.
Yeah, but he can equip the silver gauntlets and the Zeus gauntlets.
That
And the
doesn't-
samurai gauntlets.
Right. But again, they're gauntlets. He can equip, so the diamond gauntlets shouldn't be a surprise.
But I just named 5 gauntlets he can equip. So I'm saying he can't equip those.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, you misheard me. Yeah, he cannot equip the ones. That's why I was saying that. That's why it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Take that. Yeah, let's leave it on there for now. Oh, probably was something I should have done. Well, it could go either direction, I suppose. My plans are to keep that character longer term, so maybe that wasn't the wrong thing to do. All right, so 2 more. Let's do these 2 things. Oh, I hate to say it too on that one. I'm also like really kind of getting tired of Jin Yang as well. Like he's just become so unlikable, you know. Like he's just such an asshat.
Yeah, but he gets what's coming to him, so
nothing bad's happened to him yet. So far everything's going his way. So I'm hoping. So yeah, we'll see if he gets his comeuppance, I guess. Like I'm at the point where he's trying to fake that Ehrlich's dead, you know, to steal Ehrlich's ass. Yeah, her house. I said ass house. Yeah. I got a feeling that's going to backfire, but so far nothing has backfired on him. So, like I can never remember the guy's name that plays him, but he's a stand-up comic. I love. He's hilarious. Like I love that guy, but the character I just hate. I also wish they just hadn't have just completely abandoned the whole like mini romance subplot that was kind of going on between like Monica and Richard in the first couple seasons. They just completely abandoned it and like never even say another word about it. And I'm like, I really didn't like that. I'm like, where did this go? Like, oh yeah, I get a free heal here in a minute. Like that's just a strange decision to me. And it's always hard to say because you never know what goes into those decisions, like even if they're seemingly inexplicable, because like, you know, there's all this behind the scenes stuff. There's polling and things they do with it. And it's not always bad. Like let's say the universally accepted good parts of Game of Thrones. So like, I don't know if you ever read the books, but Ramsay Bolton's basically a non-character in the book, the bastard. Like, everything he does in the show is done by Roose Bolton, and the plot lines concerning all of them are completely different. Like, there's no way the Battle of the Bastards would ever actually happen in the way the narrative of the plot of the plot narrative of the book is going. You know, they're so different. But I don't blame them. They wrote Roose out of the show, and when they aired Ramsay, the guy that played Ramsay was so unbelievably good and paneled so unbelievably well that they just abandoned it, and like they cut Roos out and redid it around and redid the narrative around Ramsey. And I actually don't mind that because I completely understand. I mean, that guy's awesome. Like, he's just, you hate that guy so fucking much and want to. He's a great heel, and he's a great wrestling heel. He's Ric Flair. You want to hate him. You want to hate him so bad, but you love hating him at the same time.
Everybody loves a guy you can love to hate.
Yeah. That's why the most impressive guys in wrestling are the heels that put people over, because they're the ones that do all the shit stuff, and yet you still love them. Like, you know, like, everybody kind of forgets that about Dwayne Johnson, because like he was a career heel before he became a movie star. Now everybody loves that guy now, but everybody hated him. Like, he could make you hate him like nobody's business. But those are realistically the people that are very charismatic. Oh, I forgot about that. That was dumb of me. There we go. There we go. I guess I could say this, and it's not a spoiler. Have you fought the Mega Sisters yet? Sandy, yes. Cindy, Mindy. They did a weird thing. So Quake hit the little one, Mindy or whatever, and didn't hit or Cindy, and whichever one the little one is, hit that one and didn't hit any of the other ones.
Mine did 1 damage.
It did 1 damage to me too. Yeah. What the hell did I just get? Oh, was that all it was? But it did 2,000 damage to the weakest one, to the smallest one. Yeah. How could 2 of them have super strong magic defense and the others not?
I don't know. That fight's weird. I don't know.
I didn't think that was a really high magic defense spot, to be honest. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Kind of wish I'd have waited on this now, but oh well. Oh, and I do still maintain that Guilfoyle's the best character. Like, he's consistently the funniest, most entertaining character in the show.
Yes, Guilfoyle is the best character in the show.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like, the guy that plays him's just perfect. He sells it out every time. Like, he's just the thing where he's working on his attachment to Anton, the PC, and where he breaks his glasses when everything goes to hell, and he's wearing the cat eye contacts. Like, even that's hilarious. Yeah, we'll risk using one of them. Bum 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 bum. I'm gonna forget to do a thing. I'm just telling you, no, it's gonna happen. Like, I keep doing it, and I'm gonna forget. You just watch. I'm gonna forget to do it. Oh, that's a good palette, too. nonverbal responses for the win. Boom, boom, boom.
The SimCity video I posted today, not today, the other day.
The other day
is actually getting some traction a little bit.
That's cool.
It got some boosts today. Like my Commodore video just kind of didn't get any sort of.
I would have thought that would be one that would sell, so to speak. Because the SimCity one? Yeah, I saw I haven't watched it. I need to watch that one. That was no, I haven't seen the SimCity one. I saw you post the other one, and I need to watch the Commodore one because that's something I'm pretty interested in. So what was I saying? Was it like the history of SimCity as a franchise? Is that what you did?
No, it's just it's which SimCity is best SimCity.
Okay, yeah, tier list.
There's well, not really a tier list per se, but it's only for classic, SimCity Classic.
Yeah.
Because it's on over like a dozen platforms or whatever.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
But for the past couple of days, I'll get some impressions boosts. That definitely happened today. It got put on homepage or something for a little bit, and people clicked on it. So, but that never really aside from the Commodore videos, aside from the first 48 hours, it got jack and squat, which is unfortunate.
YouTube's weird because most of the time that's gonna be your response, those first 24 to 48 hours are where you're going to be the bulk of them. But then sometimes people post videos on them thinking they're going to be big, they don't do anything, and then 6 months later all of a sudden they hit 20,000 views or something like that, just out of the blue. I think it's just the goofiness of the algorithm.
Most of the time, the only real time I had quote success with the algorithm was that Leon Lee video.
Yeah.
That's the only one that ever really took off to any effect.
Well, part of that, trying to do the algorithm is it's to really properly do it. You have to have something go up every day at the same time every day at a peak time every day. It has to have the title has to be done a certain way. It's why you see all those stupid ones with the crazy caps and everything in them, because that's what it looks for. Yeah, you've got to look for all of that. It's stupid. It's how they do that, but if you don't do it at the same time every day and you don't do it every single day, have something go up every single day, it hurts you on that one. If you add live streams to it, it hurts you on that one. If you keep live streams up if you can do live streams, but if you keep them up on a channel, it can hurt it. If your live stream channel, that's one thing, but if you're a individual video channel, it'll definitely damage you. For instance, Ricky would be better off having his channel for all of his video LP series, and then put his live streams on a completely separate channel.
They changed that though. They did the whole the live section and everything else.
They do, but when you leave them up, it drags it down in the algorithm. It's streaming doesn't hurt you. But leaving them on there messes it up because it messes up what the algorithm's looking for. Like, I've seen too many primary sources on that one that, still saying the same thing. Like, everybody usually moves them to different channels, and then occasionally they'll leave one up on it, like if it's a pertinent one or whatever. But yeah, that'd be it. He'd be better doing the standard video and then like still streaming to his channel like for the live streams, but then moving him to like a Brick Road Streams channel or something afterwards, which is a royal pain in the ass. But I mean, that's streaming in general. Just about everything about how it works is a royal pain in the ass. So where am I at? Okay. It's not what I wanted to see there, probably. Shouldn't be difficult. There we go. I think Quake will hit this enemy. Yep.
Why did I do that?
I don't know, Dan. Why did you do that? Dang, this thing has more HP. This spot has more HP than I remembered it having. There we go. Took a little bit of time.
That was dumb.
Dope. I know what I didn't mark. That was it. I found it. There was one boss, the default, that I didn't mark. Now I see it. I kind of just allotted on past it and forgot about it. Bum, bump, bum, 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 bum. Still a couple character checks left, but I'm pretty happy with this as my final party, so I don't foresee myself taking anybody else. Yep. Easy breezy light. Oh, not that one. That one. Oh, cutscene time. Yeah, this is definitely my final party. I'm not changing this one. Keep saying my brother, it keeps popping up on the Steam thing that my brother's playing a game, and it's something, whatever he's doing is called 3D Mark, and I don't know what that is.
That's a benchmark.
That's what I thought. I've seen somebody else do it too. He's just running his benchmark. He does that a lot. He's a little bit into min-maxing. Like, I virtually never do it because I just don't really care, but he does it all the time and, like, tweaks something here and there.
I got my setup where I like it, and I haven't really touched it.
Yeah. what he's running is really comparable to what you're running, a lot more than any of the rest of ours are. Like, I think he's got the same. I think he's running like your 5900X processor, right?
5950X.
5950. Okay, I think he's a 5900. The Ryzen 9, whatever it is. So. That was probably unnecessary, but I like to do it anyway. Wow, that actually had 2 items. That one's almost always Siegfrieded. Every time I do it. Oh, well, that spot was Siegfrieded, so it didn't matter in the run. Pew, 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 pew. I feel like I've been on 6 key items for an insanely long amount of time. Like, I feel like I've done an awful lot of checks to still be on this amount. There we go. That's weird. Every other enemy of that type would have been hit by that combination. Would have been hit by that. That would have been a racial weakness on that combination. Interesting. That is something I will take. I will happily accept your offering. Man, Rosa's just not doing any damage at all, and she should with this bow and arrow combination. Maybe these enemies are just rolling some strength to that, against that. Okay, now I'm having a quandary remembering. Am I remembering wrong in that in a weird thing of inconsequential irony, boomerangs you actually can't throw?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Because that makes total sense, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, they do always come back, so maybe that's the issue. You know, because when you throw, you lose the item.
Yeah, that's true.
I need to watch that show again. You cannot watch it enough.
Well, I've got other stuff to watch. I've watched it enough, I think. We're coming up on the 20th anniversary of it.
Oh, shut your whore mouth, Dan. It is no way in hell it's been 20 years. God dang it. 20 years, really?
I believe next year.
Were we just out of high school when that came out?
2020. No, I was in college.
Well, I mean, I'm been out 21 years.
I believe the show was in 2004. that was my sophomore year of college.
Yeah, that was my sophomore year of college. That's what I meant by kind of just
well, actually,
yeah.
I can't remember if it was the fall of 2004. That would be my junior year.
Yeah. To me, that's just out of high school, so it just depends on your frame of reference. 1 to 2 years means right out of high school. I mean, that seems right. It seems like it was very early 2000s, but I don't remember. My brain's not. I don't conflate it with the like Toonami days. There you go, Edge. Doing some damage, making some hits. I'm not sure what exactly that means. This one, Rando messes up my knowledge of sequence when it comes to this game. As in, like, what happens when.
Mm-hmm.
Finally get to cast Nuke. I've had it for a while, but I haven't been able to cast it because I've been having to fight like groups of monsters and needing to cast Quake with the mop. Wow, this thing's got a lot of HP. There we go. Oh. I mismarked the boss earlier. Apparent lie. Oh, I didn't mark that. There's one I didn't mark either. Damn, I'm behind. Yeah, yeah. I do sometimes wish for like a couple little like auto sort things in this, like where I could quickly go between individual characters' equipments, but at the same time I'm pretty adept at menuing in this game, so not to the level that I can do it in Final Fantasy 1, but there's nothing that I'm as good at that in. Alright. I feel confident with this party, even at the level I am, and that strikes me as ominous. Like I think that's. I feel like I'm risking hubris. Yeah, getting hubris descending into hubris with it, because that means there's another shoe gonna drop. Like, got a good strategy combination of things to do with these people, and they're making most of the fights, flow fairly easily. Well, don't go there.
No be there.
Speaking of no be there, when does the final Cobra Kai season come out?
I mean, they announced season 6, so we just got to.
But I don't remember when the other one ended, I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, that was back in September. So I would not expect us to get that until...
I was thinking August or September, so that sounds about right. But they delayed on announcing it, which means you know that they delayed on filming it. So, you know, you'd probably be looking late, the end of the year, probably like November, December or something, or maybe early into next year. Oh, there's an item. You know, we probably won't, but I would love to get a legendary weapon with edge just to see what legendary katana he gets.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Nope, it's the next spell she learns. Do. Ow. That hurt. Okay, that first one was just a lucky roll then, because the other one didn't hit near that hard. Jesus. Man, like, as far as getting through stuff, this seed's going by quickly, but like I'm literally like pulling teeth trying to get any kind of progression item.
Sure.
All right. Should be this one right here then. That one won't be it. Ah, interesting. That's where information pays off. Oh, my bag is full. Interesting.
Gotta sell some junk.
Mm-hmm. I got a few stuff I can... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was potentially pretty dumb. Ah, I shouldn't have done that either. I'm getting quick happy. Okay. Yeah, let's use a tent. Yeah, that'll be doable. Even if it hits like a fucking truck.
They hit me with a truck.
With a truck. Fucking truck. There we go. That's what I like to see. Ha! Ah! I mean, I'm not gonna bitch, okay? Anybody that sees what I just got, I'm not gonna bitch about it. I mean, it's a thing that you're never gonna complain about getting, but my God. Please, just help me out here. This is such a strange seed in so many ways. I do really want Destil to play this now, though, because I want to watch him do it, because I know he's going to go to Hobbs straight away before he does anything, and I want to see what his routing looks like in this. He's going to skip so much stuff. Ow. Damn it. This is... Alright, well, this may be what it comes down to. Yeah, that's what it took to beat it, but okay. That was derpy, but I'm not going to complain. I got through it.
A winner is you.
Mm-hmm. God! Oh my gosh! You know what this means, right? Like, if Enigma's in chat or anybody that's watching, I literally have one thing left that I can do. One single solitary thing. That's it. Nothing else. I cannot believe that it has come down to that.
I almost made a mistake. I almost screwed up. Almost pulled Dan.
Ooh, you almost missed saved again, yeah. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. Meow, 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 meow. Hell, the rate I'm going, by the time I actually get progression enough to go fight Zeramis, I may not even need to grind for it.
God damn it.
If I had 10 key items and was had done all this, I definitely wouldn't need to grind.
Youch.
Seafood soup. Oh, that was weird. Yep. Oh, come on, Palom. Thank you. Now my throat's scratchy. Metal Gear. Colonel. What the? Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin. So I will say I genuinely enjoy Escape from LA for what it is. I think it's a very good movie. It went to the kind of, it doesn't actually seem as absurd now as it did at the time, but they went to like the goofiness, like when he surfs the tidal wave and stuff like that. I genuinely enjoy it and think it's a very solid movie, but I think Escape from New York is by far the superior movie. I know there's a conspicuous lack of Bruce Campbell in it, and LA doesn't have that, so I am factoring that into my equation. Escape from New York, though, was trying to be a little more serious about how it did things. Like, it's still a goofy action movie, but it's a darker, more serious tone to it. Less of the kind of the goofy escapism stuff. I just hope we don't end up with an underflowed Zeramis again.
So, Destel had posted a very good chart. Unfortunately, I don't have it open on this computer.
I must have missed it. There you go. I like those numbers. Okay, one of these has to have. I mean, literally, one of these has to have something. Like it has, because this is the last check I have. Come on, Rosa. Rosa, I need you. Rosa. What the hell was that? Okay, that one I don't mind doing. That'll be an improvement. No, not a market one. But again, this is bordering on absurdism at this point. I mean, there is a non-zero chance I've done a dumb somewhere, and that's what's gating me. But
yeah, I mean, I've been thinking the same thing.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna rule it out. I can't possibly think of what I could have done a dumb with. Despite how assiduously I racketh my braineth. Okay. Yep, that's what I thought that was. Kind of actually pulling for a thing to happen at this point, but we'll see on this one. Like, oh my god! Oh, there was.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Hey. Bah. That was mostly, well, I can't say it's absurdly lucky because it's going to prolong the fight, but there was an amount of luck involved with it. Yeah, that second one not so lucky. There we go. Oh my gosh. Ermagerd. So we're about to find out whether I cocked something up or not, because like what's about to happen is the final benchmark. And I was kind of pulling for this to happen just for irony's sake.
Iron butterfly.
Iron butterfly. Take my hand, Bob. In the Garden of Eden, baby. Know that I love you. I love that song, even if it's like 13 minutes long and most of it's just nonsense. It's like one long mushrooms trip. Oh, I knew it. Just the routing in this scene, man. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna freaking say.
Huh, I'm trying to find this thing that Destel put in.
Well, I mean, if you're needing to take a second, I'm about to hit a cutscene, or I can take a break. Like if you're needing to, don't like take game time to do it. Even if you're fighting Zeramus.
No, I'm not fighting Zeramus.
Says the guy fighting Zeramus. I'd be really impressed, actually, if you were fighting Zeramus at this point. I would be extraordinarily impressed. Especially with the one...
I've resorted to scrolling back because none of...
Do you need me to stop? Like, are you doing it during a cutscene or something?
No, I'm just paused at the moment. But
well, then I won't run. Let me... I don't want to be going while you're not.
Did he put it in the race?
Shit. Well, we'll just subtract the time because it's not going to happen, but technically
I don't care about the actual number of time.
Okay. I'm still technically in PB pace, so I'm gonna try for it, even though it won't happen. I mean, with the logistics of what I have left to do, it can't happen, but...
Yeah, the fucking Discords... whatever, I don't care anymore. Carry on.
My wayward son, there'll be peace when you were done. That was a waste of time. As most of the key item, as like 99% of the key item checks in this seed have been. I even remember to do a thing that I almost always forget. But did it avail me? Alas, it has not. Dark fire will not avail you. Flame of Udun! You cannot pass.
Thou shalt not pass.
He actually says that in the movie, doesn't he? Doesn't his final one is "You shall not pass"? You shall not pass. Isn't that what he actually says? Instead of "You cannot pass" in the book, I looked it up. In the book, it's "cannot" both times.
Oh, I'm thinking of Monty Python.
Oh no, I was thinking of Gandalf. We are the knights who say "Shamalabala ding dong." Bum 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 bum. Okay. All right, I'll take that. Yeah, let's just not. Let's not bother. Let's do. We'll just do this and let them take care. Let the two heavy hitters take care of it. Wow, that spot rolled a lot of HP. There we go. I like that. I like those. I like those levels. Sweet. You know what? I don't want to do this, but you know what? We're going to. You know. I got two things to do very quickly. It's like the 6th time I've been to this location. Ah, I remembered for once. Ugh, I'm gonna stop and think for a minute. I don't like that.
No, sir. I don't like it.
I don't. No, sir, I don't like it. Is there anything else that I should be doing? Good, I had that right. Normally I wouldn't, but that's gonna take that literally took like 30 seconds to do, and that's just, it's not gonna hurt. I've got money to burn, so I stopped and bought some protect rings, which I normally wouldn't do, but I feel like I knew where they were. I had to go to that place anyway. It's not going to hurt anything.
Does not hurt.
Mm-mm. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, those don't help me any. Interesting. Would preferred it be something else, I suspect, but all right. Oh no, that's pretty damn strong. This is probably dumb of me. Yep. Alright, so this won't hurt. I think this was where it was at, and this won't hurt. Fuck. You know, now that I think about it, the Mazidia theme kind of comes back as the like the quirky theme in FF6 too, doesn't it? I mean, it's really similar. Like they're not the same, but there's it's got a very fuck.
I mean, I would say it's more like the Tomasa or Strago's theme.
That's what I'm getting at. That's the quirky one. Unless I'm conflating two things. Fuck it.
Well, when you say quirky theme, I think of
the one that plays like when you talk to
the old man.
The old man,
which is not Strago's theme.
Okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's Strago's theme I'm actually thinking of, and I was conflating it with the other one. I was thinking of the one with like the TikTok noises and like the
yeah.
Oh. Hat cough wheeze. Speaking FF6. That's not what I meant to do. should be okay, though. There we go. Probably could have just fought that straight up without worrying about it. Really? Ow, Jesus. Man, the throat's scratchy.
Gotta get yourself some tea with honey and lemon.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any honey. I got lemon put in it. I should one of these days invest in some actual decent tea that I can make hot, but just for every now and then, but I don't ever do it. My cousin loves literally he does the cliche one, but he loves Earl Grey, so he drinks that a lot.
But does he like it hot?
Yes, he does indeed drink it hot. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. And that is totally why he tried it, but then he tried it, he's like, man, this shit's good. So he just stuck with it. Here, let's just do this. I need you to do that. Yeah. Ouch.
Quit hurting yourself.
Ah, hit the wrong, cast on the wrong person, but it's alright. I wasn't hurting myself. Forgot which one of the two I casted Berserk on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Jesus. All right. I have one particularly unpleasant piece of information that I've been holding on to this whole time, and I'm hoping it doesn't come into play, but it's starting to really look like it might. Just saying. Ain't saying, just saying.
You're not saying, you're just saying. I
ain't saying, I'm just saying. Crap, I thought of something the other day I meant to ask y'all how y'all say it, and I can't remember what it is. It was a word that occurred to me that I never thought to pronounce differently, and it's not a huge difference, but it is definitely...
It is a difference. Okay.
Yeah, it is a difference, yeah. Yeah, I got tense. Let's just keep doing that. Well, I can think of one. Like, how do you say the like Tell?
T-E-L, like tell?
Yeah, like you say it like like with the like L, like EELL, like the letter L, right?
I'm gonna tell
tell
you what?
tell.
William Tell. I tell you what?
Well, it's more like tail. It's pronounced. It's more like TAIL.
Yeah, I
Tail, tail, tail. Well, yeah, we literally do. We say telltale the same way. We don't differentiate. It's telltale. Now that I think about it. I keep forgetting that I got two Newcasters.
Forget falling love anymore. I keep forget words I cannot remember
anymore. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Alright, so I should be in good shape. Keep on keeping on. See, like, so one thing, like with the Fallout game, you know, they're all like technology kept increasing, but society stopped in 1950, so everything's done in 1950s retro themes. So the mission titles for New Vegas, and they may do it for Fallout 3. I don't remember. It's been so long since I played it. But your mission, you know, your quests you can do, your missions, all of them are like 30s, 40s, and 50s song titles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like crap. Fuck it. I was going to fight them. I'll finish it, but I don't see the point.
I think you will still set a good time.
Nah, not really. I'm past PB. I probably shouldn't have gone down and gotten Edge's legendary weapon. That's like
I saw that Adam and like that was a temptation.
Well, I had to go down anyway because I had to leave anyway because I had to buy an Avanger.
Okay. See, I bought the Avanger before I went to the
See, I didn't buy the Avanger for him. I didn't have enough money to buy it before I went to the moon.
Well,
had I bought it before I went to the moon, I wouldn't have left.
What's the ultimate weapon?
It's a sunrise boomerang.
Okay.
It's kind of meh. It's a plus 10 it's decent attack, but it's a plus 10 agility. I think if he's got a sword, it's probably better.
Well, I mean, it's better than a Murasame because that has negative agility.
I know, but the problem is I couldn't remember where I also spent some time looking for Masamune since I couldn't remember where they were.
Masamune's were for sale in Fable.
I did everywhere but Fable, and that was the thing because I thought it was after. I thought it was in. I knew it was like I thought it was in Silvera, and I was like, wherever the Murasames were, it was the next town. And I kept looking, and it wasn't, and it pissed me. Mother Brain Miss, I like that one. And it kept pissing me off. No, not yet.
And we had the same party, I see.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see any. I don't see. Right. This was the obvious choice. I feel like the seed was just like the seed was like taunting me the whole time for like, hey, I gave you 2 Rydias and you just kept refusing to take a Rydia.
I did take the 1 Rydia for a little bit, but I got rid of her.
I couldn't make it work. Like I kept Eddie just in case. Like it was either her or Eddie, and I kept Eddie just in case. I got a few good stuff to throw, but otherwise I'll probably eventually end up berserking Edge. Though this is a fairly slow. Yeah. I think we underflowed the opposite direction. Because you can do that.
Once you get to a certain agility number, he will get to relative agility 2.
Yeah.
And that really cuts down his time. Like I put a Zeus and an Adamant on Edge, and that will really.
So that's how the
like
underflowing
plus
works.
20 agility plus. I mean, if you put that Sunrise on him, that's another plus 10 on top of it.
Yeah, I've got a.
Like you probably could just go to town with nukes and blow them away.
Probably. Oops.
Because like Cecil's, even with going from an Excalibur, Cecil's doing.
I've got
it. Yeah. I had a Zeus on him, and he was doing 6,000 a swing.
I think at this point I'm better off berserking Edge. Wow, he ate a full nuke to the face.
And he's not dead.
He is now, which I'm gonna have to try to revive him because for MP reasons.
No.
Yeah, I have to. Like I can't. I'll run out of MP with the mop very quickly. I didn't use Somas.
I only cast.
Oh, fuck you! Really? He's already down to like 100. Oh, he's in medio phase.
Yeah, see, that's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
Between Cecil and Edge, and you're good.
Well, Edge isn't. He big baned right after I cast Berserk, so.
Right, but I mean, you threw a bunch of stuff at him.
Oh yeah, I mean, I threw 20,000 damage worth because I had a spoon and an Excalibur. Nah, not happy with that. That was I loved the seed. I loved how convoluted that was. I literally did every available check. The thing that got the Darkness Crystal was the last possible check that I could do. Before I ever went to Underground, I completed every single above ground check but Cave of Evelyn, if you count that, because I never got the hook. I did every possible one. I did all of them. Underground, I did every available underground because I didn't have the Luca key. So the last thing that I could possibly do was what's its face? Sylph Cave. And I full cleared Sylph Cave. Now maybe if I hadn't spent the time full clearing Sylph Cave, if I'd just gone straight down to Sheila and tried.
I did not.
See, I did the entirety of the Sylph Cave.
I only did like the front half of it.
I knew I needed key items, and I was like, well, because I was still missing a whole bunch of bosses, and I was like... And here's the other thing, is I knew that Lower Babil had Dark Elf, had the Dick Elf. So, for all I knew, I was going to have the hook, to get to Lower Babil.
You mean Upper Babil?
Upper. I get them both backwards. Upper Babil, yeah. I was going to, for all I knew, that's what I'd have to. That's what I was saying. I was hoping that wouldn't do it, and I got really lucky, and Odin was in the second boss fight I did on the moon.
Yeah, I ground Sirens, and then I busted my ass all the way to the...
I never had to grind. I never had to grind. I mean, like, literally.
I suppose I didn't need to, but like.
I did the 2 treasure chests. I did 3 treasure chests. I did 2. That cost me a little time, but I mean, that got me enough levels to have nuke. I did the 2 I did 2 behemoths and that chest that's got the red dragon and the blue dragon in it.
Yeah, dragons will.
Yeah, which that gets you so many freaking levels. It's like, and here's the thing that I'm being stupid on. Like, when I got Darkness Crystal, like, I cannot remember the giant. Like, the giant just goes out of my head every time. Like, I forget we have access to it, and that's 2 bosses and a key item check. Obviously, I didn't want the character item check. Yeah, I had my full party about maybe 50 minutes to an hour into the seed, and I'm like, or this party, and I'm like, I'm not changing this for nothing.
Yeah, once I got Cecil, I'm like, yep, I'm done.
Yeah, that's why I was clapping the nonverbal thing when I got him. I was like, so happy I did that. Because I just so happened to have a good armor in. Yeah, see, look, there's the hook. So, like, I could have technically skipped the entire moon for the most part, but...
Anyway, it was a good run.
Yep, it wasn't bad.
Thanks for playing, Bob.
Yep, it's always a good one. I mean, they were both decent times, and it was a close race, so...
Raz had to bump his thing on the sketch, so we got to think of something to put on for
I think I changed it to SMB3, or I was... Here, let me look at it. Maybe I didn't change it because I didn't know where to move his, and I didn't want to delete it.
I just bumped it.
Oh, no, I put it on a different Monday. Game show night and board game night.
Of course, I mean, Raz is the one who suggested board game night.
So we may have to move that one, too.
We have to move that, too.
Well, it's Saturday. We can always pivot and play this.
Yeah. I still want to do board game night, though. But
oh, yeah, we definitely need to do that one. We haven't done that in a while, and board game night's fun.
I got to see what as I believe maybe this Saturday, well, we'll talk about that offline.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for hanging out, and we'll be back next time for more Let's Racing Time.
Yep, y'all have a good one.
See you later, everybody.